Jonathan called and said, "We have the dogs." And my first reaction was all three. I have never felt that mixture of um, joy and relief and exhaustion and despair um, and gratitude towards someone. I was in San Francisco for a work trip, um, and I got a text message from someone who was actually taking care of the dogs, saying that she was having trouble getting to the house because there was a fire in the vicinity. Around 6 p.m., we realized it was a much more dramatic situation, and she still hadn't been able to get to the pups. Um, and at that point, I just ran straight to the airport and flew back to Los Angeles. My wife saw Jonathan reporting from the Palisades charter high school. Eventually, we found a friend and sort of colleague of his, who was able to get message through. We told him, it's three dogs in the house, surrounded by flames. The dogs are usually in separate rooms during the day. The house was, I think it was, basically surrounded by flames. It was still standing at the moment, but I think on its last legs. So I told him to break whatever window he could. And he managed to get into the house. The circumstance probably couldn't have been any more dramatic. The house was surrounded by flames. I think it burned down a few hours after he was able to get the pups. Three dogs who were probably, scared out of their wits and confronted with folks they'd never seen, and they navigated the situation incredibly deftly and bravely. I think the generosity and kindness and risk that they put themselves through to get the dogs was really, I don't know. I think it's the best that humanity has to offer.